Hi everyone, this is the second video for Windows today, so this will be on Windows Firewall. A brief overview on Windows Firewall: it filters information and traffic that comes to your system from the internet, and it helps to possibly block harmful programs on your system, and it also helps to allow access to PC games or apps that you play or use every single day.
So to access Windows Firewall, what you want to do first is go to the Windows Start menu, which is over here at the bottom left corner, and type Windows Firewall with Advanced Security and open the application. But we already have it open over here, and it should look a bit like this.
Yeah, so Windows Firewall, it's like a barrier that prevents or it checks if something suspicious is coming into the system, which is why you always want to have it enabled so you don't allow anything unsafe to enter or leave your computer. So when you open Windows Firewall, as you can see on here, it's currently off, but what we want to do is click on Properties and turn Firewall State to on for all profiles, domain profile, private profile, and public profile. Um, Private would be like maybe at your home. A public profile would be at like an airport or a coffee shop. So that's what the different profiles are.
Okay, so there's two different types of traffic in Windows Firewall. There's inbound traffic and outbound traffic. And as you can see in the left pane over here, there are inbound rules and outbound rules. So inbound rules protect against incoming traffic from the internet. A good example of this is like emails or messages. And then outbound rules protect against outgoing traffic. And a good example of this is VPN connections.
Okay, so some options for firewall rules. So you can create like a new inbound or outbound rule. We're not gonna go through it, but what you can do is just open up a new rule wizard, and it allows you to create a new rule. Next, you can delete rules. So you can do this by clicking on it, and on the right side, you should see an option to delete. You generally don't want to delete a rule unless you know that it's really suspicious or you've researched on Google and it said you should delete it. And last, you can block the connection for a rule, meaning that, for example, if you have um, file and printer sharing, then it would block file and printer sharing, which would be like printing something. So it would block that, and you can set that as well. Again, you don't want to do this unless you know that it's a good idea to do that or you searched it up.
Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about getting rid of bad or malicious rules. So if you're sifting through certain rules, if you see something that looks weird or unnecessary, you can remove the rule. So let's say over here, I see type VNC. I'm not sure what that is, or I didn't, this isn't supposed to be here, then you can just click the delete button as we talked about. And then something else that you could do is reset Windows Firewall back to its default settings so that it's just all of the safe rules are present on your system. So to do this, we can go to Control Panel, go to System and Security, Windows Defender Firewall, and then we can restore default by clicking this button over here. And now all of the rules that have been added have been removed, and now it's just all the default rules.
Yeah, so you would only want to do the restore if you're absolutely sure because it could mess something up on your system. We just did it because we have a demo, so it doesn't really matter. But remember, since firewall is so important, you want it to be on and you don't want to set anything that could be possibly unsafe. So be on the lookout for that. That's all we have. If you want to learn more about Windows Firewall, we have a few resources linked in our presentation, which will be in the description of this video, and you can take a look at that. Thank you.